I'm caught up in this fast life. Every morning night I pray. Gotta make it out some way. Put a smile back on my mama's face. Yeah, I'm caught up in this fast life. Every morning night I pray. Gotta make it out some way. Put a smile back on my mama's face. Yeah.
Did we ever get together and really announce who our leaders are?
Never.
Is Clarence Thomas one of our people?
I wouldn't think so.
Right? See, these are the discussions blacks not having. Listen, Clarence Thomas has went against everything by himself. The only black man on there has went against stuff that, when we talk about racism, all the whites have done the right thing and said, no, we can't do that to them in the criminal justice system, or we can't do that.
Right.
That's ridiculous. Clarence Thomas on the other side, like, do
Hell
it to
yeah.
him. Right? So this is what I'm saying. Right. And now you think about it, my brother, just the
Right.
shock of that, right? If we have our brothers really out, collectively at a table, sure, man, we could get it in. Sure, we could hate each other. Sure, we could bust shots. Sure, we could do all of that. But when we got to come to the table, can we account on that? That's why I look at crews and gangs and all those things, man. I got a family come from that. But even in prison, really looking at these brothers like the leaders of them, and I don't care what crew it is. When I started learning about them in prison was like, yo, damn, if I was fortunate enough to have access to all of them, it's almost like having to all of them and take that resource from that dude there who is super smart. He's running the community's kids. Yeah. Mama been whooping you and doing whatever she got to do and providing. He's still running that. Yeah. He is an intelligent dude, right, that we could use. One day we're going to wind up at the table, the same way Ukraine and all that's going on. We don't know where this is going. We just let things happen. And when they happen, that's when we start doing something about them, right? We got to be able to take those resources and hear what they're saying as well and try to come to a language, bro. That's a common language so that when we have to confront the world the same way Ukraine, see, that's their people. They have to confront the world right now, right? And they calling on their boys. When you see Putin calling over there to China, Russia calling to China, what are you seeing? You saying calling your homeboys is a world thing. It might get big over here, calling your troops. Right. Okay, right now in this world, would we be able to call in the troops? Like, honestly, I tell myself, could me and you, let's take the hardest cat from Boston. If we want to go physical, kill him up, can he really, really pick up the phone and just call all the other brothers across the country and be like, yo, it's about us now? Because we're the most hated in the world. If you watch even what's happening in Russia right now, you'll realize, who did they hold? The basketball player, the young lady, black. Who are the people having trouble getting out of there?
Africans. Yeah.
Africans, right? It's always going to be about us.
Right.
Now, I'm not looking at it in terms of, and I want you to get back to, if we're doing an interview form, but we say we're doing it in kicking form, I want you to understand me and understand why I'm pressing.
I could dig it. Because, see, I understand it, right? My grandmother was in the nation.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like in me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, so I understand where you're coming from. And then it's like, I feel like you got done wrong, right? And open your eyes. And you don't want this to happen to nobody else. And there's a bunch of people in there that need help as well, that you're reaching back. And you're like, yo, if I can help them, I'm going to do it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you're doing your just due, man. You know what I'm saying? You got out.
But you know what? Maybe that helps me too. You're actually getting a different interview from me. From Mermelda, it's a little different here what I want to say, but go ahead.
Because I like helping people. Like, I don't get high at nothing. So that's my high.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? It might be a little selfish.
No.
But that's my high.
No,
like, I like that feeling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, when I help somebody, and I don't want nobody to know nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I do. That's my high. Like, you know what I'm saying? I want to help people.
But it all
like,
comes
and then
from
I go
something.
like, if I was in that position, would I want somebody to do it for me?
But it all comes from something, right? I believe, and sometimes we don't talk about what it comes from, right? Like, I see you on an everyday, constant basis, doing for people, doing for friends, doing for family, right? You never mention it. You're right. Absolutely. Like, if I know, it's because I see it or the person has told me. Like, we feed the homeless once a year, and like, there's times I'll forget. You don't ever let us forget. There's the last time you was like, well, we couldn't make it a Stop and Shop to get the stuff and make it. And you're like, well, let's pull over, and we stopped at McDonald's, and you bought like all these damn burgers. And we're riding around the city giving out McDonald's and stuff like that. But it's just like, again, it's like, there's a reason for that, right? And it's like, and I don't think it's just like it makes you happy. It fulfills something.
Man,
You know what I mean? It could have been something that maybe what
does.
you saw growing up. You know what I mean? We
does.
did grow up in a neighborhood where Boston is a different Boston today than when it was
Yeah,
when we
it's
were
way
growing up,
different.
and then when you were 18 and picked up, you know, those charges.
I'm caught up in this fast life.